You're tuned into the stellar award-winning internet radio station.
You're at the right place at the right time.
Yes Lord Radio.
Hold up. Wait just a minute. It's Roz on your radio.
Keep it locked right here.
Showcase, fellowship, inspire. Showcase.
Hey, it's Roz on the radio.
Showcase, fellowship, inspire.
Yes, Lord.
Radio. Now it's time for another Yes Lord Radio exclusive.
Hey everybody, it's Roz on the radio, and you're listening to another YLR exclusive. My guest today is gospel artist Dottie Peoples, who's sharing her latest single with us today. But first, Dottie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Well, we're so happy to have you. Now, one of the things that I really admire about you is your charisma and your energy. You've been sharing your ministry with us for quite some time. Tell us how you managed to stay so young.
Well, I'm not young.
Yeah,
I'm probably old enough to be your mother, but anyway. But God is just good, and a lot of ladies come up to me and they say, "You don't look no older. You still look young. What
exactly.
do you do?"
That's
and
right.
I tell them, God will preserve you. He will preserve you, and He'll keep you, baby. So I don't know what I'm doing really, just being me. And when you love God's people, He'll keep you joyful and happy. You know.
That's good. That's good. Now, I'm going to go way back to On Time God. Mm-hmm. I'm still talking about that song. Now, I know it was from the 90s, but it's still a song that ministers to and teaches people at the same time. And so your latest single does that same thing. And we know when you're about to do something, when you say, let's go back to the Bible days. Yeah. So I want to talk about that. You know, that's when everybody, I believe, stands to their feet because you really are in a teaching moment and you consistently minister to the people of God. But tell us about the driving force or the philosophy behind the music that you produce and your musical style.
Well, someone else asked me about going back to the Bible, as I say, and then I relate to stories in the Bible, because if you are a child of God and you know the Word, then you can relate to the stories.
That's right.
Children of Israel. Daniel and the lions, you can relate to these stories. And it's just always something that's always in my spirit to tell a story somebody needs to hear about. Who else can we relate to about this song?
Yes.
And let's go back to the Bible and find somebody else who can tell you, God said, I got this. And then with this song, the new single, I Got This, it's so many. I would have been still singing in the studio if I had really just went to the Bible and walked the Bible where God said, I got this.
Miss Dottie, it would be my pleasure if you would please, for me and our listeners, to walk the Bible a bit on as it relates to I got this. Because people, people go to church. Some people don't always go to church and they're not always in fellowship with the Lord. But to hear a song of this magnitude, and I'm saying this magnitude because I love a song that teaches, I would love for you to share some of that with our listeners.
When I started writing a song, I Got This, the first thing I thought about was the children of Israel. Mm-hmm. And how at the Red Sea, they were like, this is it for us.
Right.
We're going to drown. But what did he do? He parted the Red Sea. That was like, if something like that happened to us right now, we would all be like a miracle, you know?
Yes, exactly.
But with God, he can do anything. Anything. The Daniel and the Lion's Den. I got the song that I sing about where he's laying on the lion, like using him for a pillow. Because would you walk up to a lion right now and lay on him? No, you would not.
No.
You bite your head off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
right.
God, that lion will become a kitty cat. So, there are so many stories in the Bible when you just really start just reading and see the miracles. Look at Job. Job lost everything he had. But, you know, even with what Job was going through, God, what did he tell that old devil? Don't you touch him. Don't you kill him. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill him. But he went through sickness. He went through losing his family, everything, his children, cattle, everything he had. But then in the end, what did God say? I got this.
I'm telling you.
More than he had. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, when you really, you can't play with God. And we got to realize, even myself, in 2012, with everything that's going on, God said, I got this. I've been on my concerts. I know I'm getting out of the Bible now, but in concerts, I've been standing up before God's people and telling them, go vote. Go out here and voice your opinion. We have men and women who died that you could vote.
That's
Get
right.
out here and vote for this election because God is saying, I got this. Get out and vote. I'm voting.
I'm voting too, Miss Dottie.
I don't care what comes up in Atlanta. If they say we got to go vote for an issue, I go. And I'm voting, and I'm not ashamed to say who I'm voting for. I am voting for our President Obama, and I hope he gets back in there because I think he's done a wonderful job to walk in what he walked in, and I think that he's done a wonderful job, and I think he can take us further. And every time I stand up with a mic in my hand, I'm going to say, y'all better get out there and vote.
You're an advocate for voting and for who you want to vote for in this election. But the people in the faith-based community, they need to hear more about the reasons that we need to vote, that people did die for it, but that we have an opportunity to change things in our own communities as we vote for a leader.
Yes, but you know what? It's just like when you're married, you're never going to be totally happy with everything that goes on. You know, they say what goes on behind closed doors, nobody knows. You're never going to be happy with everything that your spouse does. You can't. There's not a married couple in this world that's going to tell me they've never disagreed.
That's right.
And you've never got angry with your mate. Or did you know what I'm saying? So therefore, it's just like our situation now. We may not agree with a lot of things, but you got to look at who you think is going to be the best.
Right, right.
And I think that right now, Obama has shown us that he's for us.
Right.
For the little people, for everybody.
On the air, I'm not going to tell you guys who I'm going to vote for. But I do know that my pastor, he always says, let God lead you and direct you in who you should cast your vote for.
Well, I can say who I'm going to vote for. Well, you know that song we used to sing years ago, I am not ashamed.
That's right.
Of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm not ashamed to tell you who I'm voting for. I'm sure not.
Okay, well, I'm going to whisper it. Obama.
Okay.
Okay,
all right, I got you.
Okay. Now, let's get back to this single, I Got This. Is there a CD project that we can look forward to?
Well, you know that everything is digital now, so the single will become available first on iTunes and all the digital machines.
Wonderful.
As of November 6th. That's a good number.
That is a good number.
Yeah. That's the day of it. All right. Did you hear what I said?
This. Hey, you speaking now.
I Got This will be released on digital, iTunes, and everywhere on November 6th. Go out and put it in your iPod. Put it wherever you want to put it.
That's right.
But, it will be released digital. But then the full CD will come out the first of the year.
Okay.
In the stores. It'll come out February 5th.
Okay.
So then you'll find it in Walmart, everywhere else.
Okay, wonderful.
And it is a live project that we did in Atlanta. We have a video, DVD, as y'all say. You know, I'm old school, video.
Right.
It's a live DVD, and you're going to love it.
Wonderful.
And the DVD and CD.
So what can our listeners expect from this particular CD project?
Well, when I open up with praise and worship. Mm-hmm. We welcome God into the place. Mm-hmm. And from praise and worship, we do Dottie traditional, we do the acapella, we do, I got some little contemporaries, as you all young folks say. And we have, I got a rapper on one of the songs.
Oh, wow.
And then we do a tribute. We got a very, very pretty tribute on the video where I give tribute to all of our artists that have left us. It's not goodbye, but see you later.
Wonderful. Now, in a minute, guys, we're going to get ready to play I Got This. But as always, Miss Dottie, this is what we do here on Yes Lord Radio. Guys, I want to know your comments, your feedback on I Got This. I really have enjoyed this song. It is a song that will truly minister to you. But I want to know what you guys think about it. So share your comments on our YLR shout box. Meet us on YLR Facebook and Twitter as well. Keep up with me on Facebook.com and Twitter.com/RosalindTheRadio. And Dottie, how can everybody stay connected to you?
DottiePeoples.com. And my website will put you everywhere. We have Twitter. We send on Twitter, and also I'm on Facebook. Just Dottie. You hit Dottie Peoples, you're gonna get a little bit of everything.
You're gonna find everything. Okay, wonderful. Well, guys, we're gonna take you out of here. I've enjoyed speaking with you today, Miss Dottie.
I've enjoyed you, and thank you for just supporting not just me and my music, but all the other artists all over this country. I just thank you and our listeners for supporting me all these years, because as Albertina Walker, the late Albertina Walker would say, I'm still standing, and it's only because of the love I get from you and our listeners, and I thank you.
Wonderful. Well, you're so welcome, and thank you guys for listening again to the YLR exclusive. And here's Dottie Peoples with I Got This.
How many of you know God got this? Listen. I was down and out, really going